Hello to all the aspirants. My name is Kartik Kansal, and I have secured 271 All India rank in this CSE 2021. So I'll be sharing my story with you. So the story begins when I was 8 years old. At that time, my family found out that I have been diagnosed with a genetic disorder that is known as muscular dystrophy. So in that disorder, what happens is that slowly, progressively, our muscles they start to get weak. So that was the beginning of the story. And after 12 years of age, 13 years, I was wheelchair bound because of the disease that I'm having. So the real struggle began after that, because getting educated for such a person is also quite a difficult task. Because going to the school, managing over there, and being on a wheelchair, so that was really difficult for me. And especially the society that we live in, a lot of discrimination is pointed towards person who are having such problems. So I personally had to face that a lot. And while I was able to walk in 10 or 11 years of age, people or some other students might call me some names. So I also had to face all that. But then, between all this was happening, I found out that education was the main thing in which I could excel at. I started focusing upon the studies, and I became good at it. And in my school also, I started becoming one of the toppers. So that was the time then I decided that I need to be in a position where I can inspire so many people like me. So then I went into 11th and 12th studies, and I after that I gave the IIT JEE exam. I cleared that, and I went to IIT Roorkee, and I did my BTech in mechanical engineering from there. So meanwhile, when I was in 11th and 12th standard, going to coaching institutes was not an option for me, because I couldn't stay in Kota and at another place and prepare. So I was on my own. But in this, my mother helped me a lot, that she would take me to the local coaching classes, so that I could also be in a competitive environment. So she helped me a lot at that time. So then I went to IIT Roorkee. I completed my BTech over there. Then I am a mechanical engineer. After that, I went to ISRO. I started working as a scientist, and being in ISRO was a very good and fulfilling job for me. But when once I entered into ISRO, I started to think that there are many people who are like me, and if I am a public figure, if say I'm in a civil service and I have a lot of interaction with many people, then I can inspire a lot of them. Like in our society, people generally think that a person who is wheelchair bound, he can't do anything. And so that was kind of awakening for me. So I thought that why not I should try for civil services, because I'm already in a good job, but I want to make uh, work that is helpful to others. Because right now I'm helping myself, and in effect it is also helping the country while serving in ISRO. But I am not able to help those who are like me. So for that reason, it drove me towards civil services. And then I started preparation. In my preparation journey also, I had to face certain struggles. For instance, that I gave the exam in 2019, and that time my optional didn't go so well. So I did got a rank, but I did not join because I was not getting the preferred choice. So then I gave the examination again. Then I gave it in 2020. Now in 2020, COVID had come. So in that time, the examination got postponed to January, and I had by mistake filled my center as Dehradun. Or even though I'm working in Andhra Pradesh, so my center should have been Chennai. But in January, very cold weather was prevailing in Dehradun, and I was not acclimatized to that place because I was staying over here in Sriharikota. So as a result, when I went to the examination center, even though I was knowing the answers and everything, I couldn't complete the GS papers. Like from the 20 questions, I was not even able to answer 13, 14 questions. So that time I knew that this time my rank would not be good. Even my final selection was not sure. So that time it was really disheartening for me, because even though I was mentally prepared, I had done everything, I was getting very good score in the test series, but I couldn't function efficiently in the examination hall. And that too, it was mostly because of the weather condition, and I had no control over it. So I was very disheartened at that time. But anyhow, I always had a goal of reaching a place where I can affect other people's life. So again, I gave the examination in 2021, and this time I was even more determined than last time. So I practiced even more than last time because I knew that I couldn't write as fast as others could, even though I am allotted 1 hour extra time. But still my speed was very slow, and that has to do with my medical condition, that my muscles, they do not have that much strength. So I practiced a lot, and as a result, this year my marks were good, and I was able to secure the rank. So that is all about my story. And in all this journey, I had a learning that we just need to be patient and be consistent in our efforts. No matter how tough the going goes, we should never be disheartened. And if we are determined towards a particular goal, then we should do everything in our that is possible from our side. So I hope that everyone can listens to my story and feels inspired. So thank you.